Xuan Loc was once a city of 38,000 people. Today, it's a deserted ruin. For 5 days before we arrived here, an average of 2,000 shells a day were lobbed into the city. And what the communists didn't destroy in their efforts to take the town, the South Vietnamese did in their efforts to keep them out.
The front lines at Xuan Loc, scene of a very bitter battle for 5 days between communist troops and South Vietnamese forces. Despite the losses and setbacks of the South Vietnamese in the northern provinces, they remain military superior. They have the greatest number of troops, outnumbering the communists by 3 to 1. They have more tanks, more artillery, and more helicopters. They also have an air force, which the communists don't have. The communists are now using heat-seeking missiles, and in the last few weeks they've been building up very strong forces in this area around Xuan Loc.
Brigadier General MIธ์Dao told the assembled newsmen that he'd beaten back 6 major attacks in 5 days. "I don't care how many divisions the other side sends against me," he told us. "I will knock them down."
I think the enemies, they think they can swallow down very easy. But now I can say with you, they hit to the rock. They hit to the rock. And you know, we are poking their heads already.
What is the morale of your men here, General?
I can say with you, they fight 5 days, and now today they still launch the attack and push enemies away, and you go with the face of my soldier always smiling and with good shape, good condition.
Is this battle crucial, do you think, to the future of Saigon?
Folks, if we hold here, I think we can give a good confidence for the people of Saigon. So we will try very hard. We will try to do our best to keep here. This is the first wave of attack. Enemies can use more regiment, more fresh regiment, to launch some next attack again. But no problem. No problem.
Despite the advantage the South Vietnamese have in manpower and equipment, the communists have proved at Da Nang and Nha Trang that they're a formidable enemy. The South Vietnamese claim to have destroyed 14 communist tanks at Xuan Loc. I saw 2. On display, like some hunters' trophies, were 5 prisoners of war, blindfolded, confused, and in one case injured. Through an interpreter, we found out that the youngest was 18. One wonders what victory at Xuan Loc really means. It will be a long time before anyone lives in this city again, no matter which side finally gains control. Certainly it was a Pyrrhic victory for these refugees who waited on the outskirts of Xuan Loc where the helicopters were due to land to take us back to the Long Bin Air Base. And when the helicopters finally did arrive, the panic to get on board was more frightening than anything we'd been through while under the threat of communist fire. While their officers fired shots into the air, Vietnamese soldiers clawed their way past refugees, journalists, and their own wounded comrades to get on board and away from Xuan Loc. With considerable courage, cameraman Les Wasley turned his camera on and clutched it under his arm as we made our third attempt to get out on a chopper. If this was victory at Xuan Loc, God knows what defeat would be like.